Welcome to video number 13 of Cupola Corner's Back to Basics card making series. My name is Sandra, and today I'm going to show you how to use strips of patterned paper to create cards that will be perfect for a variety of occasions. This design is great for using up scraps. It has several versions and multiple variations. To start with, you're going to need a half sheet of printer size cardstock. 80 pounds is best, then your card will stand up on its own. Remember to cut your base and all your other papers with a paper trimmer. That's going to give you nice, straight, even edges. And use a scoring board or a scoring tool to score your card. That could be something just as basic as the attachment for your paper trimmer. Once you have your card scored, you're going to match your corners, and then using the score as a guide, you're going to make the fold with your bone folding tool so that you've got a nice, crisp, even, clean edge. Decide if you want your card to be portrait or landscape orientation, and then stamp the back if you wish. When you're making this type of card, you're going to cut all your patterned papers and cardstock mats 1/4 of an inch smaller than the pieces to which they'll be adhered. But because this card uses strips of paper, the measurements are different. So you can find all those measurements for all the versions of this card in the Back to Basics card making ebook, and details about how to download this free resource are in the description for this video. So once you have adhered your papers, or got all your papers cut, you're going to adhere them to the mat. So we're going to, in this one, we're going to work with a wide, narrow spacing or design. And there are actually 4 other variations, and they're in the ebook, just with using 2 wide and 2 narrow strips. The best way to get the strips attached is to tack them down just on the top. So I'm going to use my repositionable tape runner, and that way if I need to make changes I can do that. And I'm going to position it 1/8 of an inch from top and side, and then do the same with a narrow piece. And then you can see as you're working whether or not you're going to want to make any adjustments. So I have put a pencil mark there just to kind of guide me so that I know that that narrow piece has to go close to there. And then I'm going to go with a wide piece. I think I'll do this one with a narrow piece next, just because of the papers I'm working with. Try that. And then we'll put our last piece down and see how the spacing worked. Okay, that's pretty good. I can just see I just need maybe a little tiny bit of an adjustment with my papers here. And just come over a little tiny bit, which is easy to do. And then I'm going to attach. Now this repositionable tape runner is very handy, and just how handy, this is the second time I've made this card, because I made an error in the last video, and I actually took the card completely apart and took all the glue off the back so that I could redo it. So it is indeed repositionable. And you don't have to worry about it coming off unless you pull it off, because it's strong enough that it'll stay, and over time it becomes more like a permanent adhesive. So in a month or so, you're not going to be able to take it apart. And we're snugging these up, matching the tops and bottoms, and snugging the pieces up beside each other, like so. And fits all very nicely in there. So I'm going to put a horizontal band on this card, and the measurements for this are also in the Back to Basics card making ebook. I'm going to add 3 pearl brads. I measured on the back where I wanted them to go, and then I drilled the holes with my Japanese screw punch. Very handy. Just put it over where your mark is. A couple of plunges down for 2 sheets of paper, and you've got a hole to put your brad in. Really handy when you're working with places where you want to put brads or something similar, where you would need a hole that isn't close to an edge. So for a band like this, you could easily have used an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch hand punch, but if you've got a Japanese screw punch, you use it. And then we just add some glue here, and a little tricky with the brads there, but not impossible. If you know where you want the band, you could put the glue on the card, but we're just going to play with this and see where we want to put it. So you could have it very close to the bottom, up, top, middle, lots of spots there. That's kind of nice, close to the bottom. I kind of like it there, and I'll tell you why. These 2 middle pieces are squares, and I kind of liked that look. Okay, so we've got our finished card base. We're now going to adhere our finished card front, which we're going to adhere to our card base. So you should get into the habit of creating your card front before you adhere it to the base. This becomes more critical as you are making more sophisticated cards. You'll find as you're going along that you want to add embellishments that you don't want showing through your card on the inside, then you do it all on the card front first. Okay, and we're just positioning that 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That's so pretty. I love that paper. On the inside, I have a mat, coordinating mat, or matching mat, and a piece of white cardstock, which is the same cardstock as the card base. There you have a place for your note, or you could stamp a greeting if you wanted. And there you have it, basic but beautiful. This card, like most Back to Basics card designs, can be used with a portrait or landscape orientation. So it works well all kinds of different ways. Making cards is lots of fun. All the cutting instructions and measurements for this card design are found in the Back to Basics card making ebook. You can check the description of this video to learn how to download this free companion ebook, everything you need to know to take you from a beginner to an expert card maker. You can follow Cupola Corner on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube for Back to Basics updates. And we'd love to have you join our Coffee and Cards Facebook group. We're building a caring and sharing community of card makers. This Facebook group welcomes all levels of card makers. We'd love to see your cards from kits, cards based on a design template, or your do your own thing cards. And there's a link for this Facebook group in the description for this video. This version here, I just wanted to quickly show you, uses the strips, but it actually has spacing between, which is different. A different look, but the information is also in the ebook. I hope this video has been helpful to you as you continue on your card making journey. Video 14 is up next, and it is using an offset fold to create a really beautiful but basic card design. Until then, happy card making.